Ms. Eleisha Eagle here on the Medicine Ball Caravan. I'm floored.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, your voice is just so pure at this hour in the morning. You know, most guests come in and it's like they're just kind of waking up maybe an hour or two, and you're coming in as though you've been kind of, practicing all morning.
I picked an easy song, I gotta admit.
Easy. Those little inflections at the end, I don't think anyone would agree that was easy. But it's from this disc. I love this album, Eleisha Eagle Presents Lamplighter, that this is taken from. It's written like a program for a show,
Right.
a stupendous new recording in 2 acts. Now and there's even an intermission. I like the way this is set up. Now, was this just the inspiration of Broadway, playbill or something like that?
It was, but also so that it's an experience, to listen, to kind of encourage you to listen to it from the beginning to the end, so that by the end, you feel like you've had an experience more than just, with downloads these days, you just download a song and it's done, to where, I don't know, I wanted you to be able to kind of go through a journey.
And that's something that most musicians are sort of shying away from these days, since everyone's just downloading songs to have a whole package. I mean, that's an art that I'm afraid is going to get rarer and rarer as time goes on because of just the way things are. But a very impressive album. Tell us a little bit about the recording of this one. I'm noticing there's a whole lot of musicians included in this.
There are. It's
where was this recorded, first off?
It was recorded in L.A. and Nashville. A few of the songs, like the overture with the string quartet, those were all, super professional, wonderful musicians that were recorded in Los Angeles at the CalArts Institute, California Institute of the Arts out there. It's a school for all sorts of arts. And it was arranged by John DeVersa. And then Owen Vallis, who was also in Los Angeles, a producer out there and a friend of mine, did a few of the other songs in between. And then the rest was done by Donnie Boutwell, who did my first record, and that was in Nashville. And when we got together to do the record, it was mostly, just a group of friends getting together, and I'm very fortunate that the musicians loved the pieces because they're not conventional. A lot of musicians in Nashville do the standard studio stuff, and how's that for alliteration? And so it's kind of a creative outlet for everyone involved, which I was really happy about.
Now, I'm looking at the Lamplighter disc, but you mentioned your Nashville experiences and studio musicians. Who arranged that? How does a girl from Lake Charles go to Nashville and to Los Angeles and drum up an army of studio musicians for a release? Who put this together?
It started, obviously, with the first record. I met Donnie Boutwell and just started working with him. It was actually... The first draft of the first record was a nightmare, and Donnie Boutwell was the producer that I met as a result of the nightmare, and I'm so fortunate to have.
Now, when you mention draft of the first record, are you talking
I
about
call it a draft
the
because
score or everything in general?
We kept the pianos and a bit of the bass lines, most of the drums, and then the guitar effects, but that was really all that we had, and I heard my music as so much bigger than that. I like production and things like that because I want it to be different on the CD versus live, so that you have a reason to go to both. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of an important aspect for me. So whenever I went to Donnie with these tracks that were good, they were good, they just weren't what I wanted. They weren't a good representation of me. So he took it and listened to what I really wanted, and kind of got a few friends together. And it's networking for sure, meeting people, and I've been really blessed. I've been very blessed.
You certainly have. Well, we're going to sample a track from this album and listen to some of the studio work, and we've picked a tune called Astronaut, which I know is on your MySpace site. I was listening to it last night online. Want to tell us a little bit about the Astronaut song?
I'd love to. My dad called me once when I was touring. I was solo touring. This was before I toured with a band. And he said, Eleisha, I just wanted to let you know you're no longer an astronomer. Ugh, I can't talk. It's still early. An astronomer, you're officially an astronaut. And I didn't really know what he was talking about until he explained that astronomers are always looking at the stars while astronauts go out to be with them. So this was inspired by him.
Very good. From her studio album entitled Lamplighter, this is Eleisha Eagle.
On a shining rocket, it's floating high above in outer space. It's been a dream of mine, so please don't knock it, or I will have to knock you in the face. No astronomer, always watching stars. I am an astronaut who shoots to where they are. No astronomer, always watching stars. I am an astronaut, so shoot me up to Mars. Oxygen in my white spacesuit, I dance upon the moon with Persian air. It is amazing with the stars around you. I found a home here and it's where I'll stay. No astronomer, always watching stars. I am an astronaut who shoots to where they are. No astronomer, always watching stars. I am an astronaut, so shoot me up to Mars.
Big sound from Eleisha Eagle. That's Astronaut, taken from her latest album, Lamplighter. And Eleisha Eagle is here in the studios. And wow, what a production! You said you travel sometimes with a group. How large of a group do you normally travel when you do tour?
Just
with a
three
group?
guys, bass, drums, and guitar, and then I play piano. So.
And you managed to get a big production sound like this, or close to it?
You know, it's a little more raw, obviously, but yeah, it's pretty close. It's amazing to me how full it sounds. But I've got some really talented musicians, so that's the key.
Well,
they make me sound good.
You're good on your own, but yeah, just having that coloring in the background is just great.